golf ball. That's the first thing I picked up for your energy, Virgos, when I felt the energy behind the cards, is I saw a golf ball. Now that's kind of makes sense for the Hierophant. It makes sense for the King of Wands. Kind of somebody hoity-toity. Golf is like something you do when you're rich, when you have a lot of prestige, right? I don't know anybody who plays golf who's poor. So there's a sense that maybe you're dealing with somebody who's like that this week. Somebody who's hoity-toity, who's rich, who's fancy. I'm going to say fancy, okay? And that's what the golf ball, I think, means here. Maybe you guys play golf. Now, the other thing I picked up on was a question mark and bats, okay? So there is a question, because the Ace of Swords here is clarification on something, and there's a question that needs answering. And for whatever reason, it's related to bats. Bats could be a stain, because the last thing that I saw was a washing machine. So maybe there's a question as to who stained your laundry, and that's important to you for some reason. But I think this is in a more general level, a question from this person who's kind of fancy as to who maybe messed up something, to who fucked up just something like trivial in their life, you know, like something menial, like maybe they got a service done. I think the washing machine is a service, so I think they got a service done, and there's a question mark as to who, you know, slipped the bats into the laundry while it was getting done. That's the vibe that I'm getting here. So you might, maybe at your workplace, you're dealing with customers like this who are like, you know, wherever you work, they're asking you questions about what happened. They got complaints. They're asking you questions about what happened to their product. I don't know where you work, but I'm just kind of theorizing. Okay, look at the bottom here. The Hermit. So there's definitely a sense of detective work, trying to figure out and get clarification on the bats. Now, what's the bats? The Queen of Swords and the Hermit. That's a lot of looking. That's a lot of searching. That's a lot of analysis. Queen of Swords and the Hermit. And not finding anything. Not finding the culprit, potentially. Let's see what's on top here. Any more cards on top that are worth... Yeah, they're just grumpy. They're just grumpy. They might be a grumpy customer. The King of Cups in this deck stands for somebody grumpy. Two of Swords is somebody who will speak their mind and tell you they're grumpy. And then the Three of Cups is a social situation. So you could just be dealing with some grumpy customers who have questions about the specifics of the thing that you're doing for them, and maybe complaints. Or maybe that's you and somebody's doing that to you and you have a complaint. Let's pull Oracle cards, see if we can find out anything else here. I feel like we're still scratching the surface. I think there's a deeper meaning here. Let's keep going. Anything, tell me. Wow. So, gratitude. Gratitude and service. So the cup stands for gratitude. It's also stands for having something given to you, like you hand someone a cup of water. And the arrow on target is just more drawing attention to the cup. It's like gratitude for the services. I'm just getting service. Service. Let's see what other cards there are. Yeah, this person, it's almost like they complain no matter what. Maybe they never give a compliment. They never give a compliment. The coal, right? The coal makes sense. Next to Jupiter is they don't give compliments. Everything is just basically expected to be perfect. And if it's not perfect, then it's a complaint. But if it is perfect, there's no compliment. And that's why the component of gratitude is coming out here too, describing the situation. All right, let's pull oracle cards, advice cards, and we're gonna find out how to deal with this person. I mean, if you are this person, I think clearly you should probably have a little bit more gratitude for services that other people provide for you. I think that's pretty obvious. Let's see what we get for advice for you guys. Any advice here for Virgo signs? Okay, this is very interesting advice. The advice is maybe you should try doing it yourself one time and see how much work it is. The Magician is you doing it yourself, and the Ten of Wands is you finding out that, wow, this is hard. You know, like let's say you go to the laundromat, and like I said, because the washing machine, I'm gonna use the laundromat as the example, and you have a complaint about your clothes. There's a stain, it's not perfect. Well, maybe you should do your laundry once and see how much work it is before you complain about the result that you're getting, or you're setting your expectations so high. So the advice is try doing it yourself one time and see how it goes, and you'll have a greater appreciation for all the work that other people do. On the bottom, actually, let's pull the next couple cards here. I want to see what the next couple cards are. Wow, this person's a Karen. This person is just a Karen. Look, Five of Wands. They cause problems. They cause problems. But again, this is advice here, but the advice is the Hanged Man. It's like see things from their perspective, see things from the other side of it, because you're actually being a shitty customer, you're being a Karen, and that the advice is you'll realize that once you do that thing one time for yourself, you realize how much of a Karen you've been this whole time. And you know, whatever, we've all been there, guys. We've all been there. You kind of, sometimes you have to actually live it to understand it. And in this case, that's what this is saying. You'll have a bit more kindness. At the end of the day, Six of Cups is having kindness after having put yourself in their shoes, having done the task that you have set a really high expectation for. Maybe this is your coffee in the morning, you know, and the coffee's never right and you have complaints about it. Well, maybe you should make your own coffee and see how hard it is to do that, because you'll be stuck at home sitting there for like 20 minutes. All right, so let's see. On the bottom, we have the Hermit, which is, again, it's analysis. It is analysis, but I think in this case, it's looking inward. This person needs to look at their own behavior and look at how they're acting towards other people, the lovers, how they treat other people. And I think it's how they treat people that they're in a contract with. So like, for example, in the example of the laundromat, when you give them your laundry and you pay for it, you enter a contract into them. And this is saying, review how you treat the people who you enter into contracts with. It's the services. This is it's referring back to the services. Let's pull Oracle cards, see if there's anything else right there. Any last advice here for Virgos? Maybe we'll get some advice on how to deal with this customer if you are this customer. Any advice for Virgo? And again, it doesn't have to be a customer or work. I'm stuck on that, but it could just be at home, right? You could just be providing services for other people, and there's somebody in your house who doesn't appreciate the work that you do. Like, let's say you have a kid, you do their laundry. Maybe they're like a big kid, and you do their laundry for them. They're not appreciative, and they complain about it. And that's what we're talking about. It doesn't have to be work. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else here? Any other advice? Okay, so now we've got the Knot coming out. The Knot is very similar to the Lover's card. It is the contract, okay? So the Knot is talking about the contract. So the advice is going to be talking about the contract. The contract, by contract, I mean even the verbal contract. Like, I gave you my laundry and I paid you money and you have to give me my clean laundry back later. Regarding the contract, it's saying expect the unexpected. Just actually expect the unexpected, and it's because every business has moving parts and weird things happen. Aquarius is weird things. Uranus is something shocking, and the left turn arrow is something unexpected. So expect the unexpected. Every business has moving parts and weird things happen, and that is just what should be the expectation, the rope. The rope is also what you should sign up for. You should sign up for the expectation that weird things happen, instead of always expecting things to be perfect. Or this person, again, if you're dealing with this person, that's the bar this person should set, or you should set. You should set the bar at, well, anything can happen. My clothes could get lost. I mean, they're sending my laundry out to like this main facility. It could be lost on the way back in the truck. Anything can happen. So literally, just having things go normally, the wall, nothing crazy happening, the wall, is something worth being happy about. It's something worth being like, wow, this is great. I just got the normal thing that I paid for. That's the advice that I'm getting here. On the bottom, we have the number 3. That's just friendly, being friendly. You know, be more friendly. This person, be more friendly to the people and businesses, people that you do business with, and see things from how crazy things could be from their end of it. You know, because there's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of complexity, and it's a lot of work, which is what you would find out, like I said in the beginning, if you tried to do it yourself. Okay, that's it, Virgos. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, don't forget to check out Patreon, and because I got some cool videos on there. I got a special Valentine's Day reading coming up, so links for that should be below. With that, I'll see you next time.